channel, and like us on Facebook, streamingpraiseradio.com. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, sprlivefm.com. Thank you so much for following us, liking us, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. SPR Live FM, Fun City Radio FM, Success Radio, the Praise Life Morning Show. This is the Praise Life Morning Show, and I'm your host, Claire. I'm doing a multiplicity of things right now, getting myself all together. We have a guest in the house, and not only she's on radio, she's going to be live on YouTube in now. There she is. Good morning, Mimi. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, everyone. I'm doing well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being with me again today. And for those of you who would like to know who MYRIAM SINCLAIR is, go to our YouTube channel, Streaming Praise Radio, and you'll find us right there. Right now, you get a chance to see who Mimi is, and everybody's seeing Mimi, they're not really seeing me. But here I am. Thank you so much for being with me this wonderful day. How are you doing today?
I woke up this morning, and that's the best thing I can give you. I'm a little bit off, but
when you say off, can you explain for those of us who don't understand what that off really means?
Remember, okay, so if you guys go back to look at the fundraising event, and I spoke about having spoons. Most people get up every day and they don't have spoons. Spoons represent restrictions. So I woke up today with 2 spoons, and in order for me to go through the day, I need at least 5. So I'm a little swollen. I'm feeling kind of, so I'm walking a little slowly. So I'm using a walker today, which to me doesn't look like a winning day.
Oh, so is that based on the fact that how you were dialyzed the day before?
Yes.
So your dialysis day was not a very good day, so to speak.
Not at all. They had to take out a lot of water. Mm-hmm. I had to drink a lot of water because I'm type 1 diabetic. When you have a low blood sugar, then you need to drink some juice. So
right.
I bottomed out. My blood pressure went down to 80 something. So I came running emergency, and I just sat there. I could give you something better though. I feel
no. Hold on. I want you to tell the folks exactly what happened, because people don't understand what you go through. We just hear, oh yeah, we go off on this nice wonderful world that we live in, and we don't understand what you go through. So give us a little bit of a heads up as to what I know what bottom out means, because I've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah. So give us a little bit of a heads up as what that really is all about.
When I get plugged in. I have 2 pipes to plug myself in for the blood to come out, to get out, and the blood to come back in. Then they put a blood pressure cuff on your arm because they have to monitor. Mm-hmm. When your blood leaves your body will react. Mm-hmm. So no matter what or what hospital you're in, your body will react to blood being out. So you're super cold, you're shivering, sometimes it hurts, you feel the palpitation. So my blood pressure went from, let's say 140, which is normal-ish for someone with diabetes, down to 89. The machine starts beeping. I start losing consciousness. I'm weak. I can't breathe. So they have to come and give you oxygen to try and get you out. They have to squeeze some saline back into your body,
yeah.
Right? Just to get your body to come back. And then when you're done, you're more tired than you were tired from the dialysis in the first place. My voice was raspy. I sounded different. I think my husband liked it, but my voice was raspy. I can't catch my breath. So I had to come home, and I had to sleep for at least 4 hours just so I can do a Zoom later on that night. So it leaves a residual effect. So I'm a little bit swollen because, again, they give me back the water that they intended to take out in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today, when you say today is not going to be a very good day for you, what are we looking at?
Because I'm nauseous and I'm super cold, the house temperature will go up to 25 or 26 degrees. I apologize to all, but I'm cold. I'm anemic.
I understand.
Yeah, I'm just going to probably sit on a couch and I'm going to...
So this means that you have to pretty much watch whatever you eat today.
If I can. Right now, I'm pretty sure I'm not eating today. That happens quite often. When there's an offset in a dialysis, it leaves you with it's almost like a copper effect in your mouth, right? So then it doesn't matter if you present me Mauby, I'll be like, ugh. And you know how much I love Mauby, right? Yeah, so I'll try. I'll do like maybe lettuce,
Yeah.
but again, that's not giving you
Yeah.
any sustenance, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So hopefully tomorrow. What really causes that off day? Like, what would be the reason for an off day, or just random?
It could be anything. The medications, all three medications that I take, all don't like each other, but I have to take it. So blood pressure does not like insulin. Insulin definitely don't like the water pill, but I have to take it. So I take it in spite of knowing that there's going to be consequences. So one keeps me up, one cuts down your appetite, the other one allows me to eat something. So then I don't eat, or I eat something and it doesn't stay. Then the insulin goes, oh my goodness, I have a job to do, but there's no food. And I'm like, eh. And then you add dialysis to it. So a good day is when nobody talks to each other. I can have a little bit of like a bowl of cereal maybe with something, and I can walk outside for maybe like 5-10 minutes and come back. That's a great day. Or I can sit around and maybe I could do the dishes. That's a great day. But I still bring my walker because I'm prone to falling a lot. So I bring my walker and unlock the wheels, and I sit in front of the sink and I do the dishes. I have to make it work. And when it's enough is enough. So the game is conserving your energy and keeping it all in one place, as opposed to going up and down the stairs and doing things.
Folks,
Yeah.
you're listening to the Praise Life Morning Show. I am talking to Mimi, or as we know as Mimi, but her name is MYRIAM Sinclair Dwyer, and she's both on what we call the. I'm a little bit confused right now. I shouldn't say confused, but I'm thinking because I remember my days working in hemodialysis at Toronto General Hospital and seeing how the patients, what they go through. And what I used to do when I was there early in the morning, I would come in early in the morning and try to have a conversation with some of them and say, how you guys doing today, and try to pep them up, because not knowing what the day is going to be for them, and sometimes when I get in a little earlier, I'll walk to the different chairs and lay my hands and pray. And I remember one nurse asking me, "What are you doing?" That's what do you mean? She says, "You're just walking and touching the chairs." I said, "Yeah, I'm just blessing the chairs for each patient that comes in, that they'll have a good day." And she's like, "Oh, that's a good idea." And she was like, "Okay, that's a good idea." But I know she wasn't quite gel with it. So I'm listening to you as you go through this, and I am thinking, this is your life. Can you hear me?
Yeah. It's my life.
Okay.
It's my 7 to 12.
Yeah, this
Tuesday, Wednesday,
this is
Tuesday,
your life.
Thursday, Saturday.
Yeah, this is your life. The fact, do you still urinate? Because I know some patients can and some don't. Period.
Well, the water pills that I spoke of, I take an extra one to help me.
Yeah, to help you get
I
rid of
t-
some of the
to
water.
help me, yeah,
But it
yeah.
doesn't
Because
get rid of the other stuff that is in your system.
no, the
Right?
toxin needs to be clean. The water I'm trying to control with the pills so that they don't take too much. So then I have a good dialysis day when I come out and I'm like, hey, I'm walking, I can wave to people and do stuff. Yeah, yeah. Can I just say thank you so much for the praying over the chair thing? That is
Yeah,
above
I
and
mean,
beyond. That is
I
above and beyond.
it was, to me, it was emotional for me.
Yeah.
I did they say never get attached to the patients, because if something happens to them, it hurts. And if it happens in series, it hurt. But I couldn't help it. I got attached to a lot of them, right?
Yeah.
Including there's one patient, I remember her name, Mrs. Mocha. She's Mexican. But every time I saw Mrs. Mocha, she reminds me of my mother. She looks just like my mom. My mom is part Amerindian, so she had this kind of round face, and Mexican have this kind of round face too, and the same texture here. So when she comes in, I'll help her fit her in her chair. She didn't speak a word of English, right? But when she called, she also said, "Where's and I forget the Spanish word for son." And somebody said, "Oh, she's asking for her son."
Or niño?
Yeah, niño. There's like a niño, right? So
¿Dónde está mi niño?
yeah. So I and she's speaking and they said they're coming and say, "Monty," says what? Mrs. Mocha's calling for you. Oh, she's here. Okay, so put her chair. She touched my face just like my mom used to do. And when she passed, I was a mess. I took the day off. I literally took the day off. When I come in, I says I didn't see her. Oh, she had some issues and she didn't come in. And then 3 days later, she was in ICU, and before you know it, she was gone. And I took a day off because I was a mess, because my mother had died already. I think at the time my mama had passed at least 5-6 years ago, for the time she died. So it just flooded right back at me. Then I had another friend. We were buddies, I tell you. Even after dialysis, I would see we'll hang out and so forth. He said, "Monty, I'm outside." So no problem, I'm coming out. Buddies.
Oh, nice.
Because he was from my home country, right?
Yeah.
And got a call one morning when we got in, and says they found him dead in his apartment. And so when you get these kind of attacks, so I understand. I understand. I can't feel what you feel. I can't go through what you go through, but I understood the pressures and the pain. There's a woman that I knew for years from the time I started working at Toronto Journal in 1995. She just passed away this year. And of course, fortunately, I couldn't get to go say my goodbyes. But the thing is that you have long-term friendships that you develop with people. Now, I want folks to know the reason why we have in this conversation today. This is Mimi's regular life. And for those of you who may know me, 2008, the Lord called me and he says, "I want you to be a donor for, to give this little 14-month-old baby a piece of my liver." At the time, I'm thinking, God is checking me out. He is taking me out. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm gone. Because I know of transplant for dialysis, but I didn't know of living transplant for kidney. Then, but when I recognized what God was doing, he says, "I want you to be the donor. You prayed. You said, by this time, this is what it's going to be. You are the gift giver." Okay. I was kind of like not Moses, Abraham, Isaac thing. Are you ready to sacrifice his son? So that was it. So, long and short of it is that I look back and I see she's now 14 years old, doing really well, and living life. And I'm thinking, wow, all it takes is for you to say, "Yes, Lord, I'm willing." That's all it takes. "Yes, Lord, I am willing." This is the best gift, especially this is Christmas season, you can give to anyone. The best gift. Again, you're listening to SPRLiveFM.com, broadcasting to the Fun City Radio FM and Success Radio. We're also on YouTube, which is Streaming Praise Radio. I'm speaking to MYRIAM SINCLAIR DWYER, and she's a dialysis patient. Also, she's also diabetic. Am I correct? Type 1.
Type 1.
Right. So if you're listening to me, all you have to do is say, "Yes, Lord." And I got my notes. Hang on. Let me get my notes. I got my notes. I wrote it down. I wrote my notes down. Please tell me I wrote my notes down. Yes, I did. Yes. So, TGH is the place to call. 416-340-4800, extension 7568. Let me put it up again. 416-340-4800, extension 7568. If you feel that you can be a donor, I would say to you today, don't let nothing stop you. Now, I'm going to let Mimi explain the other part if you're not a direct match to her. So go right ahead, Mimi.
Okay, the most important thing is if you do decide to do it, that my name is MYRIAM SINCLAIR.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
A couple people said Dwyer, like we don't know her. I'm like, that's my married name, but my health card says Sinclair. So,
Right.
what it is that they're looking for somebody who's healthy, and then ideally healthy O positive. If you are B, A, B, WKRP, whatever your blood type is, and you say, I would like to be a donor, they do a matching. So somebody else who's AB, who's waiting for a kidney, would it's like a free trade agreement. You give yours, and then they'll give me one. So it's like everybody's at the top of the list, and it works perfectly. The reason why we're pushing for living donor is that it would last a lot longer. I will last a lot longer. 10 to 20 years is better than 6 to 8 if I'm waiting for a cadaver. Yes, I said cadaver to donate it. The best thing would be that I get healed right now. Amazing. Nothing needs to happen, but it is what it is. I'm faithful. I'm walking through the steps. That's how it will work. But again, when you call, it will take a process. They'll talk to you. They'll make sure you're okay. They will give you a lot of documentation online, of course, because everything is COVID friendly. They will contact you. You can ask any question. My recovery time is being the recipient of would be about 5 days. Other people is like 2 days. So it's not what they did back in the day. Please don't watch ER on all those shows like Grey's Anatomy when they crack you open. It's a tiny incision. That's what I know.
Yes, it is. A lot of people don't recognize that incision. It's called laparoscopic.
Yes, much better than me. I wasn't gonna try to say it. Good job.
I practice that thing. Just in case you want to know, I put the information, the phone number to call, 416-340-4800, extension 7568. If you decide to give. And I think there's the other way too. There's the pool way too as well. If you don't match, and if you do match, woohoo! Wonderful.
Oh my goodness! Merry Christmas to me.
And everybody's looking. Yesterday I heard somebody says, "Oh, I just went and I bought some gold for this person, or I went and I did this for this person," and all somebody's saying, "Can you give me life?" Because none of these things is life. None of this is life.
No.
And if you decide that you want to give, it's right there. It's right there. All you have to do is say, hey, I want to be a part of this, so how can I give? And you just give. 416-340-4800, extension 6793. Miriam Sinclair.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know I'm going to let you go because I know this is going to be a really long day for you, and I don't want to keep you too long. Any last words you'd like to tell our folks, or any last words of encouragement towards yourself would you like to share with our listeners?
Listen to God's voice. This is not as bad as it sounds. I myself would be eternally grateful. There are thousands of people praying around the world, from Japan to Haiti to Jamaica. I am amazed at the amount of people on Facebook or that WhatsApp coming up saying, "You don't know me, but we've been praying for a year." Wow, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. I know God is working on someone or someone's. I know God is speaking to someone. I am patiently and very patiently waiting. It is indeed a gift. It's a gift of life. I want to live. That's what I want to live. I want to live. I would love for thousands of people going in and just decided to become donors. And then all of my friends, Monty was talking about the being attached as somebody who works in dialysis. I'm attached to every single person who's part of my group. I'm attached to them. If one of them is missing right now and I'm just praying, it's okay. Wow. I would need a day off. If he's no longer with us. I would need a day off, because you developed a friendship when you're tied by such hardship on a daily basis. That's my family. That's my hospital family.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
understand. I understand that, and folks, I'm trying to get this information up here. You can call, as I said, you can call the Toronto General Hospital, um, and they will definitely give you all the information that you need. And why am I not getting what I want here? There we go. Perfect. So the folks can see exactly what I want them to see. There you
No
go.
worries. I'm gonna say real quick. We had two people join our family group this week, and yesterday. And the first thing they said, "My goodness, you guys are so loving. Wow, it's like a family. What happened?" And one man, he's Filipino. He goes, "It's her. She changed the atmosphere. We used to be
Oh,
miserable, but she makes us happy." And I was like, "It's Jesus, it's not me." It made me happy. I was like, "Yay!" I
so
did it.
this is the when you say the family group, you're talking about the family at the hospital, right?
The all of the other people on dialysis.
Okay, yeah.
There's I'm on a smaller place at
Mm.
the Centenary, so
Mm-hmm.
there's 12 of us. Um, and so some people graduate and they do a home dialysis. So then
Mm-hmm.
there's more chairs available. So the two new people came in and they just are brand new. So we kind of just swooped in and, this is what you should do. You can eat that. No, you cannot have a glass of wine. Let go of the cheese.
Yeah.
And now they were impressed. Like, you guys are so nice, all of you guys. Well, what I like is the fact that I'm able to make a difference as a
Right.
believer. I'm able to bring in, I ask people, find a song on YouTube and it has to have the word Jesus in it. Now they're like, I found a Jesus song. And I'm like, yeah, this is good. This is great.
Listen, Mimi, you have no idea what an
Mhm.
inspiration you are. I mean, I was actually having a conversation about you yesterday um, to someone else, and I forgot that I was doing the interview today until when you text me. I'm like, oh yes, yes, right. But I was talking about you yesterday. I'm thinking she's such an inspiration in the sense of how she shares Christ in her situation. And you know what? Sometimes God allows us to be in places for a purpose and a reason. We don't know. We get frustrated, but God allows us to be in places for a reason. And again, you are indeed a blessing, and I know to our listeners who are listening right across the world, and wherever you are, continue to keep me Miriam Sinclair in prayer. We call her Mimi. Keep Miriam Sinclair in prayer. And for those of you who decided that you want to be a part of this, join my club. Be a donor. Join my club. Be a donor. It's easy. This one is easy. You come out in 7 days running and jumping. You'll be over and done with by 7 days. It took me a little longer because I had 6 weeks because it's a little different. They went inside and a little bit more invasive. But um, for kidney, it's a whole different ball game, and it's much easier. And Mimi would have an amazing life after then because that's what God has in plan for her. Mimi, I want to say so much to you. Thank you once again for being here with me. Thank you for. I hope that this video will go far and wide for people. It's Wednesday, December 22nd, 2021. I will hope before the end of this year, someone will see this video and say, "Hey, I'm gonna call. I'm gonna be the one."
Yay. Yay. Thank you. Danke. Gracias. Merci.
All of that. All this.
Dziękuję. Dziękuję. In case you're in Poland.
There you go. So you learn the little languages, and it's easy for you to say it than I say it. I'm going to bite my tongue in the process. Mimi, thank you, thank you, thank you,
You're
thank you.
welcome.
You've been
And
an
thank you
indeed.
so much for doing this for
Hey,
everybody.
keep us posted. Let us know what's happening, and feel
Will
free to
do.
come back at any time.
Okay.
Especially if you got a story for us and you want to share it with us. Say, I got a story. I want to come on and share it to you. Just call me. We'll bring you right
No
in.
worries.
All right.
Will do. You take care and Merry Christmas to everyone.
Same to you. God bless you.
All right. Take care.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
That's Miriam Sinclair right here on the Praise Life Morning Show. Fun City Radio FM, Success Radio. This is SPRLiveFM.com. We're getting ready to do to Wonders Wells Moments, but stick and stay with us right here on the Praise Life Morning.